miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. Jamal Agnew. He will score. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people now are going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the
39-yard line. Running from the shotgun with Drake. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well? And that's Kenny Golladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Golladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. Nifty move. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tackled by Jelani Tavai. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 2, and here's Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8 on first down. Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, the second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Detroit. Adrian Peterson. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
I'll tell you, if you lined up Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson for a foot race, I think Kyler Murray might just be a bit faster, and boy, was he moving there. Incredible.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
On the option, here's Drake.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Down. 3rd and 10.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's funny, partner. You often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at the 15. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Caught left side, Williams. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what?
And this is caught, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. To return, here's Agnew. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out right at the 35.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he
was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. A good pickup there at 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
10 at the 18-yard line.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Murray to air it out again. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Cardinals 28, Lions 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For conventional football,
Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out right at the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Drake. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right back to Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. A first down and more for Drake. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Lions 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The gun, Stafford, flushed out right. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
run out of the gun with Swift. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the second round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the second round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalued, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions really benefited. This guy can cut, burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I really like him, and he was my #1 running back.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 50 at Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good.
Ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll run with Drake. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Second and 4.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They stay on the ground with Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On third and short, Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 17-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Drake. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But Charles, a